check, 1, 2.
Curious about real estate? Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need, get over the fear, and get started.
Hello, thank you for calling. My name is Alex. How can I help you today?
Yes, this number came up on my phone regarding someone wanting to buy my house.
Well, if I called you, it was response to a missed call or an email from this number. Can I have your first and last name, please?
My name is Pat, and it said someone is interested in buying my house ASAP.
Oh, you know what? The reason that we called you, Pat, is because there was an email, actually several of them, for 120 Road.
Mm-hmm.
Are you interested in selling that house?
Yeah, we are, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I can definitely help you with that, Pat. Yes, you responded to our application online, I believe, and that's why we were calling you.
Okay.
Okay, so if we get disconnected, can I call you back at this same number that we called you at, 6368?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. And let's see, there's an email on here. Is this the best, your primary email that we can use to send you for our purchase manager to send you an offer to buy your house?
Yeah, email, yeah.
At gmail.com?
Gmail, yep.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, Pat. Well, Pat, thank you for contacting us to buy your house. Before we can determine how much we can buy your house for, there are just a few more questions I need to ask about your specific plans to sell it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Great. And again, my name is Alex, and my job is to collect all the information needed so that our purchase manager can construct the very best offer for you if your house qualifies. So as we go through the process, you'll notice that I will be writing down the information that we need to have in order to present you with a fair and intelligent offer as quickly as possible. So let's get started, yes?
Okay.
Okay. And you did contact us because you do have a house you're hoping to sell, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Great, fantastic. And we're definitely looking for another house to buy right now. And this house is not currently listed with a real estate broker, right?
No.
Perfect. And it's 120 Road?
Yes.
And the zip code is 47? Thank you very much for helping me with that,
That's
Pat.
all right.
Well, you know, Pat, no one knows more about your house than you do, and we do buy houses all over the country. So we are actually going to buy your house without ever going out to physically see the house. Once we agree to buy the house and you agree to sell us the house, then we will send our local professionals out to determine the exact condition and repair costs the house may need. So in the meantime, we would hope that you would be fair and honest regarding the condition of the house so that we don't move forward with an agreement to purchase your house that will later have to change or cancel because of missing information. Does that make sense, yes?
Yes.
Great, Pat. So let me ask you, what amount should we assume that we will have to pay in total repair costs and work or upgrades that a lender may require or that a future buyer will ask to be fixed?
You probably have to update the kitchen and bathrooms. I would say I don't think it'd be more than $2,000.
More than no more than $2,000, and
no, I don't think so. No.
Okay, and that's just to upgrade or update the kitchen and bathroom.
Yeah, and bathrooms. Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely no problem. Now, Pat, what do you think the house is worth? Or in other words, if we sent out a real appraiser and had the property appraised, what do you think the house would be worth in today's market?
I just did that not too long ago, and it came up for $104,570. That's what it's worth in our area.
And that was just in the last few weeks? You had it appraised
for
$104,570?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, no problem. And is there a mortgage on the house that we would need to pay off?
No.
No mortgage. Great. All right, so Pat, what were you hoping to sell your house for? This would be the net amount that you would receive to put in your pocket after all of the repair and update costs have been considered and all of your seller's closing costs have been subtracted. This is what we call the walk-away money. Go ahead and share with me, Pat, what amount of money are you hoping to walk away with?
Well, we're asking $90,000, but We will take even 85 if we can get it. I mean, we want a reasonable offer. We don't want to give the house away.
Well, of course you don't want to
give
give
too much money into it. So.
That's a huge investment, so I can definitely understand that. How did you come up with that amount as your walk-away money, Pat?
We've had it listed in the past with a realtor, and we've had it listed for $90,000. And my husband and I have been discussing it, and he said, I'd even take $85,000 if it was a fair and reasonable offer.
Okay. Can you see yourself doing any better for us than the $85,000, or is that the lowest that you will go?
That's the lowest we can go.
That's the lowest you can go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Pat, I actually have all of the information that I need for right now, so at this time we're going to look over the information you gave me, do some research on the property, and then if we have any more questions, we'll call you back. Also, I'd like to set up an appointment to have our purchase manager contact you back and make you an offer to buy your house. Which time and day would be better for our purchase manager to call you? I have an appointment available this afternoon at 4:30 your time. Would that work for you?
Can somebody do it tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning. Let me just double check my calendar really quick. Let's see. When we come we're in California, so we come in Pacific time. So how about 9:30 Pacific time? That would be about 12:30 your time.
Okay, that'll work.
Would that be good? Okay. Let me write that down. 12:30 your time. Okay, so let's see. Let me make sure I get that in. Great. So we'll call you tomorrow at 12:30, okay?
Okay.
All right, and one more thing, Pat, when our purchase manager calls you, if you can agree on the terms and you can agree on a price that works for both of you, are you ready to get the paperwork done and sell your house?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yep.
Absolutely, yes. And one last question, when our purchase manager calls you, it is important that all of the decision makers be there for the appointment so that we can come to an agreement to buy your house.
Okay.
Would all of the decision makers be there for the appointment?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
yep.
All right. And is there anything that you need from our purchase manager besides a checkbook when they contact you to buy the house?
No, I don't think so. Great. I just, hope they can, if I have some questions, I can ask them, but I can't think right at the moment, so.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, they will answer any questions that you ask whenever they contact you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, Pat, we look forward to buying your house. Thank you, and you have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello. Thank you for calling. This is Ryan. How can I help you?
Hi, Ryan. And just got your voice message.
This is Pat?
Pat.
Pat. Okay, great. Pat, it looks like you spoke with Alex on the phone about your interest in selling your house. You there?
Yes.
You did speak with Alex. Okay, great. And I am calling back to verify that all the information we have is correct so that we can come to an agreement to purchase your property. Is this a good time, Pat?
Yeah. If I lose you, I'm going to have to either go outside or call you back because I'm on a cell phone and I don't get real good reception in the house. So.
That's fine. And, Pat, is this the best number to call you back on?
Yes.
It is the best number. Excellent. Do you happen to have an alternative number where we may reach you at?
This is the only phone I have right now.
Only phone. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have your email address, which is great. And you did call us because you have a house you are hoping to sell, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. We are definitely looking for another house to buy right now. And your house sounds like the kind we're looking for, too. This property is not currently listed with a real estate broker, correct?
No.
It's not listed. That's great. And we are speaking about 120 Stevens Point Road?
Yes.
Good. And as far as the repairs go, we're looking at about $2,000 that we'll have to assume we'll need to pay?
Yeah, just to update the kitchen and the baths. That's all. Just to modernize them a little bit. Yeah.
Modernized kitchen and restroom, no problem. We do buy houses in any condition, actually, from the ugliest to the most beautiful house on the block. And we don't ask our sellers to do any work or repairs at all. So after we buy your house, we will be the ones paying for all the necessary repairs or updates. Pat, we do want to ask, what's causing you to want to sell this property?
Well, we're in the Northeast, and we get some cold winters and snow, and my husband, he's had 3 heart attacks, and he cannot shovel snow anymore or cut or stack firewood due to his heart attacks. He's not allowed to do that anymore.
Okay, so I definitely understand that the weather conditions over there aren't very suitable for you guys right now, and we can certainly help you with that. What have you done so far to try and sell your house?
We've just had it, like, for sale by owner. We've had a sign in the yard, and I put it on a couple websites. But, I mean, there's some interest, but nothing major. You know what I mean? So.
Right, so you just listed to pretty much promote sell by owner.
Mm-hmm.
Sale by owner. Perfect. And do you have to sell this house in order to buy the next one?
Yes.
You do, no problem. That's actually just going to make us the perfect buyer for you. Because we're not looking for a house to live in, we can actually buy your house and close on the date of your choice. And Pat, with that being said, when would you say is the soonest you would be able to sell your house and close escrow by?
You know what? The sooner the better, because we've just about had enough. And, you know, my husband, we want to get out of here and go someplace warm. So.
Yeah, I understand. So the sooner the better. Would you be able to close in the next 20 to 30 days?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Even sooner if you could do it. That'd be great.
All righty. And what is going to happen if it doesn't sell? Meaning, what are you going to do with the house, and how is that going to affect your plans to sell it?
Oh, I mean, like, we're just going to have to keep trying, I guess, or we're just going to have to rent it or do a rent-to-own or something, you know.
Rent-to-own. All right. And have you said you have considered renting this property?
Yeah, but we're going to be very selective on, you know, who we rent it to. I'm not just going to rent it to anybody.
Of course not. We would hope that you wouldn't do that. And I can understand it. It does get pretty difficult with tenants. Got to make sure you have the right ones in there. And as for what you believe it to be worth in today's market, you said about 104,000.
104. Yeah, 104 and change. Yeah.
And change.
Yeah, 570 or 750. I don't know what it was.
It looks like 570 right here.
Okay.
Yeah. And is that as is or putting it in perfect condition?
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of work to it and put a new roof on it, and, you know, added a garage and new carpet, wood stove. I mean, we've made a lot of improvements to it since we bought it. So.
Okay. So would that be an as-is condition?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, whatever as-is condition is, I don't know, but with all the improvements, I guess.
With all the improvements. So
mm-hmm.
how the house sits right now, because you guys have put so much upgrades and work into the property. And are you aware of what the other houses that are similar to yours in the same area are selling for in today's market?
Yeah, there's some listed that are going for, some are going for 55 up to 100 and a quarter, sometimes more. I mean, it ranges, you know, the area, you know, and stuff like that. So.
Wow. Okay. And I also did want to ask Pat if you were aware of how expensive it is and all of the costs involved with selling a house like yours to a traditional buyer.
Yeah, I know how it is.
Yeah. And how much would you say it would cost you to sell your house to a traditional buyer?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I have no idea. To be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, that's no problem. It will be including the cost of the real estate broker commission and the monthly mortgage payments while the property sells and the several months of holding costs. And that's not even including the buyer's lender requirements like repair costs, the pest inspections and roof certifications, and on and on. And in order for a seller to sell their house, it could cost you, the seller, 10 to 20% of the sales price. So if the house is valued at $105,000, you'd be looking anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's pretty pricey. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, like most home sellers are actually not aware of how much it costs to sell. That's completely fine. And is there a mortgage on this property, Pat?
No.
There is no mortgage. Okay, great. So the property is free and clear.
Mhm.
Pat, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about what we do. We actually buy houses like yours all the time, and we pay for all of the costs. So there will be no cost to you. What we're going to be paying for is things like real estate commission, title insurance, and the escrow fees, as well as the transfer tax, termite clearance, and roof certifications, and the list goes on and on. We do buy the properties in an as-is condition, and we're going to assume the responsibility for all of the needed repairs, whether we have seen them already or not. And one of the positive factors about selling us your house is that you can actually continue to live there for as long as you need to, and we can still get you the money on the date of your choice. We will be paying cash when we buy your house, so you can have the peace of mind knowing it's sold. And not only sold, but sold to someone who can afford to buy it, because we don't have to rely on a bank to qualify your house, nor do we need to beg them for a loan and risk them changing their minds at the last minute. And believe me, there is nothing more frustrating than seeing a deal break down in escrow. And this is not going to happen to you. Isn't that really what you want?
Oh yeah, we want it. We don't want any problems. We want things to go smooth and clear, and
Smooth, of course. And speaking of what you'd like to get for the property, the net amount that you would receive to put in your pocket, you were looking to walk away with 90 to no less than 85?
Like 80, between 80 and 90.
Between 80 and 90.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that the least you will take?
Well, we wouldn't like to go much lower than 80.
Not much lower than 80. You can't see yourself doing better than 80?
If we can get 90, that'd be great. You know what I mean? But between 80 and 90 at this point,
Right, between 80 and 90.
Yeah.
So is 80, is that the lowest you will go?
Yeah, probably. I'd have to discuss it with my husband, but I think that probably would be the lowest that we would take for it.
Okay. So that would be the lowest as of right now until you speak with your husband. Would you consider 65?
I don't know. I'd have to speak with him.
You'd have to speak with him?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, Pat, since we're going to be paying all your closing costs to sell, we are also going to buy your house as is and pay for any of the necessary repairs or updates the house may need. We are going to work with you and close on the date of your choice to limit your holding costs, and then we will have to turn around and sell it again to a new family and end up with a whole new set of closing costs again. Typically, all these expenses cost us 20 to 25% of the sales price, and as a professional investor, I'm sure you can understand that we do need to make some kind of gain.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if we could, but if we could, we would be looking to purchase the property at $65,000.
Okay. He's not here right now, but let me speak with him, and by the end of the day, I can call you back and let you know one way or another.
Okay, awesome. Of course you can. Do you have caller ID, or would you like to take down my number?
I have the number. I wrote it down when you called, so yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Pat, well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, and I look forward to talking to you again, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, thank you for calling. This is Ryan. How can I help you?
Hi, Ryan. This is Pat. We spoke last week in regards to you guys possibly buying my home.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. How can I help you, Pat?
All right. I have a few questions for you about that.
Go ahead.
I want to know if we decide to take the offer, okay? Mm-hmm. How fast can we get this whole thing done and over with?
It's actually a pretty fast transaction. What it is that we would be sending over the purchase agreement to you, and as soon as you got that back to us, we can open an escrow right away. The matter of, how quickly we can do it usually depends on the appraisals, and how soon we can get one out there, how soon they can get the information back to us, the closing attorneys, and how soon they can write up their closing papers. We write a standard for 60-day escrow, but we're usually able to close sooner than that, somewhere around 30 days. Is that something that you would be interested in?
Okay. Can't get done any quicker than that, huh?
Than 30 days?
Yeah.
It is a possibility, but it's pretty difficult. Like I said, we don't have complete control. I mean, we would absolutely love to, and we always shoot for sooner. But like I mentioned, we wouldn't be able to promise you that we could close within a week or sooner than 30 days.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have another question. I know you offered us 65. Okay, my husband and I were talking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And wondering, could you maybe...
You're breaking up a little, Pat. I can't hear you.
It's starting to rain here. That's why, and I'm on a cell phone.
Oh, okay. Now, one more time.
I said, my husband and I were talking about it, okay? Now, could you possibly do 70, not instead of 65?
70.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to take it to the board, but if I could get the purchase price approved for 70, are you committed to selling your property today?
If you can approve it for 70, we'll sell it.
We will sell it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and do that for you, Pat. And I should be going here to the board here in a minute. So I'm going to bring this up to them and see if I can get that approved for you. Okay?
All right. And you have my number. Give me a call.
Yes, I will. Do you have any other questions for me, Pat, that I might be able to answer?
I'm trying to not offhand. You were the most important. But I think anything, when you get back to me.
All right, no problem. I should be contacting you here shortly, okay?
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Hello, thank you for calling. This is Ryan. How can I help you?
Hi, Ryan. This is Pat. We spoke earlier.
Hey, Pat. Yeah, I had given you a call back. So I did take it to the board, and they said that's fine. We'll go ahead and do it for 70.
Okay.
And I can send you the purchasing agreement.
Gmail.
At gmail.com. Okay, great. So I'll go ahead and send that over to you here shortly. And then all I need you to do is print it out, read it over, sign it, and send it on back. Either email.
All right. I don't have a printer. Can you send me a copy of that?
I am able to. Yeah, it just takes a little while for us to get it out to you guys.
Okay.
Let me see here. I wonder, do you have a fax machine?
No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'll go ahead and mail it out to you. And the
yeah,
address
send it out to me.
The address where I can mail it out, that would be
120 Road.
All right, so I'll go ahead and do that for you. And, Pat, whenever you receive it, give me a call and let me know. If you have any questions, we'll talk it out over the phone if there's any concerns, and hopefully there isn't. And congratulations.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Get more info and stay in touch